Good morning, my dear students. This is Rashikar Manikari, your English teacher. Today I am going to explain Block 13, Vidur's Secret. All of you open page number 67 from English content book. The road into the tea estate got worse and worse. By the time visitors drove up to the house, they would be holding onto window frames or the dashboard to keep themselves from rattling right off the seats of their jeep. Yes, it would have to be a four-wheeler drive jeep because no other car could travel on that road. Here, Arthur explains how is the road. The road is very bad. As the road is very bad, visitors face problem. So they are holding their hands to the window to protect themselves. And on that road, other than cars, no other vehicles could travel. Everyone who visited Vidhur and his family at Kademalai estate gasped at how beautiful it was. But after one night in the lonely bungalow, nestling in a valley, surrounded by tea bushes on one side and a forest on the other, they usually wanted to pack their bags and leave. There was no television at night, and most city kids found the sounds of the forest frightening. But with that howling, they had panicked, huddled together under thick blankets. Everyone who are visiting to Vidur's home, so they are feeling the place was very beautiful. But after one night, after staying one night, they are feeling because there one side tea bushes are there, on the other side forest is there. So one day they wanted to pack their bags and leave because there was no television, and those city kids they are fearing for the sounds of the wild animals. Okay, so what was that howling? They had panic. So just they feared and became panic, and they have hidden under their thick blankets. It did not help that when they wake up in the morning and went into the garden, Vidur would point to various droppings and pelts on the lawn. So when those city kids woke up in the morning, Vidur took them into the garden, and Vidur has shown them various droppings and pelts. Okay, I think you are observing the picture here. So many droppings are there. Oh, the bison had been here last night. He would tell a large cousin from Bombay. Or that looks like the droppings of a panther. So they are talking. Oh, last night the bison had came here, and or maybe they are the droppings of a panther. Panther means it's a black cat. Words like that could turn tough cousins into meek mice who only wanted to stay indoors. Vidhur knew of no other home. He had lived all his years at Kademalai, loving the sights and sounds of the forest behind the house that went all the way up and over the hill. So Vidhur did not know any other home. Vidhur has been living at Kadamalai since long back, and Vidhur loves the sights and sounds of the forest, and Vidhur did not have any fear, and he knew that often panthers went silently past his house in the night. So many panthers, they are going silently, especially on days when the cook had made mutton fry. When the cook had made mutton fry, so many panthers will walk around the Vidur's home. So he had believed that his family lived happily in the company of animals. But Vidur believed that his family is living very happily. Okay, but that was only till Buchi, the Lhasa Apso puppy, moved into the house. So that happiness was there only till Buchi entered into their family. Vidur worried that Buchi would sneak off into the forest and get a porcupine quill in his eye. He was terrified that the ever hungry dog would kill one of the rabbits or squirrels that lived so happily around the vegetable garden. He was absolutely filled with terror when rumors spread that a black panther had moved into the valley. Here, Vidur is worrying as so many rabbits or squirrels are there in the forest. Maybe Buchi harm to those animals like rabbits or squirrels, or even in the forest a black panther is there, so black panther may harm to Buchi also. So these kind of worries, okay, done by Vidur. Often, when these animals became old or were very hungry, they moved closer to the estate, feeding of dogs. In fact, many people called them dog panthers. How was he to keep an eye on his wild and adventurous Buchi with a panther in the valley? Buchi was not the kind of dog that would be happy being tied up or kept indoors. So, Buchi, Vidur knows that um, few panthers, when they become very hungry, they may feed dogs. That's why we call them as dog panthers. That's why Vidur was keeping an eye, okay, on Buchi and also panther. Okay, but Buchi, it was not the kind of dog um, we may tie up in the home, or we may keep Buchi in the indoor. Buchi is not that kind of animal. Okay, Buchi wants to go outside. Okay, play with other animals. All these things. Okay, Buchi wants to enjoy the things. Okay, next please. Days passed, and the tea pluckers who walked past on their way home always had reports about the panther. It had been seen near the workshop. The previous night it was heard whimpering near the cattle shed of the school headmaster. Yet no dogs disappeared, nor were any cattle attacked. That was a mystery. So here Vidur is worrying. As panther is walking in the forest, maybe that panther harms to the cows, okay, to the dogs. But Vidur came to know that no dogs or no cows are missing. That's why Vidur came to know that, yeah, panther has not harmed to any animals. One morning after breakfast, Vidur took his hot cup of milk out into the garden. He liked sitting on the lower branches of the pine tree by the kitchen. He could hear Buchi yapping away excitedly. That clever puppy had probably got the cook to come out and play with him, or to give him a big bone. But when Vidur turned the corner of the house, there was no cook in sight. Buchi seemed to be playing on the grass with another puppy, a black one. As Vidur stepped closer, he wondered whose pup that was, and in an instant he knew. So one morning, after Vidur had breakfast, yeah, he took a hot cup of milk, and um, the Vidur has seen maybe Buchi is playing with Cook, but there Buchi was playing with another puppy, and that puppy was the black one. So as Vidur came very closer, Vidur wondered whose pup that was, and in a fraction of a second, Vidur came to know whose pup it was. This was no pup. So now Vidur came to know this was no pup. Yeah, this was not a puppy. It was a panther cub. So it was a kid of panther, just a few weeks old and about as much as Buchi. So that cub, it was only few weeks old and it is very small compared to Buchi. Immediately Vidhu realized that the black panther prowling about the estate was not looking for food. It was a mother searching for her missing cub. And here was the cub happily playing with Buchi, while its mother combed the hills and forests, sick with fear and looking for it. Now Vidur realized that Black Panther was um, roaming in the forest. Earlier, Vidur thought that it was roaming for food, but now he came to know that Mother Panther was searching for her missing cub. But that cub is playing with the Buchi here. For a moment, Vidur stopped and just watched the two. What an adorable sight they made! A creamy, furry Apso, tumbling over a jet black, glistening panther cub. Then he realized the danger of situation. If the cub was here, it would not be long before the mother traced it. Vidur knew that when it came to protecting their young, panthers could be dangerous. So Vidur knows um, that mother panthers become very cruel, very dangerous when they want to protect their kids. That's why now Vidur is worrying. So if he, on the other hand, if he took Buchi inside and closed the door, the cub might wander off and get lost or attacked by some other wild animal. So now Vidur is worrying. If he took Buchi inside and closed the door, maybe the cub which is there outside, it may be attacked by some other wild animals. And then he hit upon idea. Now he came with an idea. He lured both the playmates into the garage. Okay, so he took both the playmates into the garage, and without their realizing it, he shut the grilled gates of the garage and locked it. So he closed the garage and locked. From the kitchen, he got a couple of soup bones and flung them on the floor. He took a couple of bones and kept on the floor. With that to chew on, it would take a long while for either puppy or panther cub to realize that they were trapped. So, this way, the mother could still either hear, sniff out, or track her cub. And once she had done that, the Vidur let the cub out without any risk to himself or Buchi. Now, this was the planning made by Vidur. Okay, that evening, while the family was having late tea, Vidur heard the sharp bark of a panther. That day, evening itself, when all are having tea, so Vidur heard that barking of a panther. That time his father was reading the paper and his mother was on the phone. Neither of them noticed the panther's call. So no mother and father noticed the panther's call, but Vidur has noticed. He sneaked into the kitchen and stepped into the garage. Sure enough, there was the mother panther snuggling up to her cub through the grills of the garage, and Buchi, not wanting to be left out, kept offering his nose, which the panther mother did lick affectionately now and then. Silently, Vidur went up to the grill gates. Picking up Buchi carefully, he opened the gate just a little bit. So, silently, Vidur went up to that gate and he picked up Buchi carefully and opened the gate little bit, only enough for the cub to squeeze itself out and join its mother. So, just Vidur opened little bit of gate. How much space is needed for the cub to go out? That much gate, yeah, Vidur has opened, and that cub has joined with its mother. So within seconds, mother and cub had disappeared through the hedge at the bottom of the garden. So Vidur never told anybody about this. That picture of mother and cub somehow seemed more into it kept a secret. So this is the Vidur's secret, and that one Vidur never told to anybody. So this is all about the brief explanation of Vidur's secret. My dear students, next session I am going to explain you LP1 and LP2. Thank you and all.